Welcome to the first episode of Win It. Today, I am going to talk about Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love. If you haven't heard already, Aaron Rodgers is the franchise quarterback for the Green Bay Packers for the last long time, 18 years. Recently, a few days ago, he was traded to the New York Jets. And now Jordan Love is taking over. And I'm going to talk about how much I believe in Jordan Love and what he can do in this league. When the first pick happened in the 2020-2021 NFL season, I was not a huge fan of the pick. The pick to me just seemed unnecessary, as they already had Aaron Rodgers at the time, and I'm a Packers fan. So that's why I'm talking about this. And the fact that they had Aaron Rodgers kind of was like, why do you guys really need a quarterback right now? But in the end, it really worked out, especially after this season, when the team was just kind of in a really awkward spot. You had a veteran quarterback with rookie receivers, and he was expecting a lot from them to do. And I don't think that really worked out the way they thought it would. But it was great development for guys like Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs. They did a lot of things well this season, especially run the ball and even get those guys trained. So now when Jordan Love takes over, he'll be ready to go. They had clips on Instagram and social medias where they were working out together with Aaron Jones, Christian Watson, and Romeo Doubs putting in the work. And I'm so happy about that. Because now it'll be like, okay, he's ready to go. He was under Rodgers for a few years, and now he's ready to take over that starting position. They wouldn't have traded Rodgers if they didn't know Jordan Love was ready to do it. They think he's ready to do it, and I believe in that. Like I said, when the first pick happened, wasn't really too fan of it. Then when I saw him play, I was like, oh, they're just going to start Rodgers, whatever. But as time went on, something interesting happened. The pick really grew on me, and I liked the Jordan Love pick looking back to it. But starting off, he really learned along the way. He learned how to make connections with receivers. And when they played in the preseason before this season started, 22-23, you saw a lot of improvement from the last time he played when 2022, where they played the Kansas City Chiefs. I did not think he played very bad. Jordan Love in that game, 1 touchdown, 1 interception with nearly 200 passing yards. First game, I get it, nervous. You're in Arrowhead Stadium. Tough. It's a tough atmosphere in there, especially because the Chiefs went to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row before that season. So again, I don't blame Jordan Love for that game. They lost 13-7. I watched it live, like at home on the TV. But yeah, no, I thought he played really well. And then in preseason, he had one bad game where he threw 3 picks. But again, not all of those picks were really his fault, just like off the hands of the receivers and stuff like that. So not really too mad about that. But the one game that really made me truly believe in him was when the Packers were playing the Eagles this season, the season that just passed. And although they lost the game 40-33, they were down 37-23. Then Aaron Rodgers got hit in the hand and aggravated his thumb injury. Jordan Love comes in and the offense just got this spark. A spark that was unseen for like the whole season. This whole season just felt like the offense wasn't running, wasn't moving. And when Jordan Love came in for that his first drive, he threw a touchdown pass to Christian Watson. Yes, it was a crossing route. Yes, Christian Watson ran most of the way. But the power and the focus he had and the breath of life the offense was given in that moment was really good. And then on the drive after, the defense forced to stop. It kind of felt like a whole momentum changed when Love came in and got that touchdown. After that, Jordan Love, he only missed up one pass, and it was a dropped pass in the end zone to Randall Cobb because he was guarded by like 3 or 4 guys at that last play, so he settled for a field goal. But again, he led the team from way deep in their zone all the way to the Philadelphia red zone. Philadelphia this last season, their defense was crazy. So, like a quarterback who is like hasn't only started one professional game against the Kansas City Chiefs was able to score one touchdown and post an insane passer rating. So that's the game that really made me feel like, okay, they're ready. Everyone is ready to take Jordan Love and build a team around them. With the Rodgers trade, they got a bunch of picks. They're going to do a whole bunch of stuff with that. I believe in that, and I really believe that in a few years, they could make their way back to the Super Bowl. It seems kind of out of reach right now, considering they just didn't have a great season. The team's again in a spot where they have a bunch of young guys who need to develop and get more into the game of NFL as opposed to college. But again, in a few years, I really do feel like they can make a deep playoff run. For Jordan Love himself, I said this to multiple people, I believe in him so much. I think he could possibly win an MVP or two and have great seasons all around because he learned from one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time and was able to just show out in front of one of the toughest defenses in the league and walked into Arrowhead Stadium a few years ago and played pretty good considering that was his first start. So I hope to see a lot of Jordan Love. I wanted to see him do good. In a way, I just don't want to see him fail in a way. I don't want to see that. But again, biased Packers fan, obviously I don't want to see the guy taking over one of my personal favorite players fail. Why? Because he's a good quarterback. I think he'll be great. All that being said, let me know what you think of Jordan Love. Leave your thoughts and ideas in the comment below, and have a great night. Thank you for watching.